Well, hello everyone! It's time for another exciting episode of E-Pot Radio with your host... Points excessively at you.
Oh, with your host, Aitan!
Wait, I already said with your host. You were just supposed to say Aaron.
Oh, damn you!
This exercise, you have failed this city. In fact, like the archer, the green arrow is going to be coming through your window going, "You have failed this city!"
Oh, it was my bad. Sorry, I was trying to figure out whether my mute button is working or not. Anyways, is my mic working? That's a bigger question.
Well, it sounds like you're slapping it excessively.
Oh, really? Is it now okay?
Yes. Yes, you've stopped slapping your mic with great fury and anger. Because you're known for that. Die, Mike! Die! We hate you so much! Anyway, I'm joking here. Oh, now you have to play with it again. Aha, you proved my point. On live radio. Do we have to separate you and your mic?
Sorry, my mic, no. My mic was kind of entangled, so I had to, like, kind of unentangle the
This is something I understand so much. Like, when you were trying to talk to me and, like, I'm like, I have to untangle my earphones because I stupidly tied them together for some reason. Because I'm the dumbs.
Yeah, it is the same issue, but on live, and for about thousands of people across America to see. So welcome to E-Pot Radio, and yeah, let's see.
And this is also DK3D Night, serving from DK3D Night CNC Incorporated Studios, followed by hashtag happy. Let's do this, guys.
Yeah, let's do this.
I don't know what a hashtag is. I think it's a phone symbol, right?
Yeah, it is. Surprisingly.
I never understood why people call that hashtag. I'm like, number sign. Why do you call it hash?
Basically, I call it extension or hash. Both works.
As I said, I've like in school they made us like write down that was the number sign, and then people started calling it the hashtag, and I'm like, I can just see the teacher taking a
ruler
and slapping my hands, you know?
I think that's because Twitter has brainwashed the youth. It's brainwashing us. It's very bad.
Oh, did you hear the good news? Facebook's been hacked again. 50 million people's private information may be completely in the hands of hackers. Facebook said it's only that only represents 2.5% of their entire customers, so that's not such a big deal.
Well, time to change my password. Damn you, Facebook! I hate you. I hate changing my password.
Facebook will apparently, if you're one of the lucky 50 million, Facebook's supposed to ask you to change your password.
Oh, then I'm not the lucky 50 million then.
Okay. So I have to be honest with you, suggesting that 50 million people is an irrelevant number is not exactly what you expect as a response to, I'm sorry, I may or may not have lost all your private information to someone who wishes to hurt you.
Well, it's like, you know, what great Comrade Stalin used to say. Comrade, these are statistics. They are not relevant. One man dies, it's a tragedy.
Sorry.
But a million die, it's a statistic. So I think that's what Facebook is doing. I think it's trying to put its crazy manifesto upon us. And we have to resist. Right, DK?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I try to do very little on Facebook. Like, apparently my uncle only comments on his Facebook page. So this is the only way that apparently he decides to share his current emotional and feeling state So I'm like, well, I guess I'll go here and say, I read your post. I still love you. I promise. I swear. Anyway, and then like, yeah, I try to post nothing about myself. Like when I got a job, I didn't post this on Facebook.
Because DK is very private in life.
When I got a raise, I didn't post it on Facebook. When something good happened to me, I didn't post it on Facebook. Because that was private amongst my most intimate friends. And this isn't something that I want someone to hurt my company or hurt me if I say something that apparently someone else takes offense to, which now is a thing where apparently, hiring mobs to beat people up if they have a different political agenda than them. And that's just a sad continuation of what I consider something that makes me want to go, this is politics, I want to stay far away from it. Because people have too big of a exposed sore that is politics, and it has pus in it, and it's just nasty. It's gone gangrene. Yeah. They just need to amputate.
Yeah. Just I think you're talking about the political situation in the US and in the West right now. It's kind of interesting because 50 years ago, 60 years ago, those things would happen to countries which are under socialist or communist countries like mine. And you will get not only fired, you will get beaten, and you will be almost left to die, or you will be necklaced, basically. Yeah. If you know what's necklace, and it's basically a person, they put tires on their heads and they light on fire with kerosene, something like that.
Oh, anyways, we call that a Saturday morning cartoon show. I'm joking. I'm joking. I better take that back.
Anyways. Yeah, but anyways, that would happen in countries which are under different political system that you disagree. But happening in the US is I think it'll happen in the future, the necklace part, because of what's going on actually.
I mean, I think in 2017 we had a mob attack a senator because people started just recently. People have been.
Oh yeah, Ted Cruz got attacked recently. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they've been apparently they've been handing out senators' home addresses to the public, and then the public goes and beats up that senator because they disagree with his politics. The idea is that you have one party that thinks the other one is a traitor, and the other one always considered the other party a traitor. So there's no middle ground, unfortunately.
There is no middle ground, but I do agree there is one party that's a traitor, but I'm not going to specify it.
I don't think any party is a traitor. That's kind of an odd thing. I feel like the issues are so polarized and people have gotten so... there can only be one way of doing things, and it's my way. And that's kind of dangerous. You have to understand, certain people are going to want to do something differently than the way you may want to do it. And some people may disagree with you, but just because someone disagrees with you, that does not make them sexist, racist, or I don't even know what possible word. We have some crazy things in the news. In fact, the news has become so polarized that I'm scared of reading the news anymore, regardless where it comes from. Did you hear what USA's article was about?
Which one? The E-Revolution one or the E-Domination one? I don't read the USA Today.
Okay. They suggested that... do you know the Supreme Court nominee?
Yeah, Judge Kavanaugh. Yeah, there's a controversy happening there.
Oh, yeah.
He got confirmed by one vote, I believe.
Well, here's the thing. There was an article in USA Today that stated that he should stop coaching for a little kid soccer team.
Okay.
That the suggestion that he committed a groping of this woman somehow makes him a pedophile by immediate proof.
Allegedly, by the way, DK, allegedly, because
well, I'm
there's
saying
no evidence.
Allegedly, this evidence that has been submitted also apparently makes him a pedophile indirectly. I don't understand how that works or what that thinking is. But anyway, he's also coaches a little girls' soccer team.
Oh, that I didn't know. Okay,
and
that's very
USA Today says he should be forced to quit because of the allegations against him.
It's kind of interesting what's happening actually. It's that the accusation, I don't know what's going on. I feel really that it's becoming Orwellian, and I believe that accusation alone without prior evidence should not be taken as a guilty verdict against that man's honor, because it could be a slander. As we know, it comes from a very individual, let me say, an emotional person. Not only an emotional person, but the person, his accuser is actually I believe a psychological professor. Psychology professor. And just to sum up my point really quick, you do know that her family had a history with his family. The current judge's mother actually sentenced her parents not to. It wasn't a criminal offense. It was a loan, I believe. What they call. I can't remember now the legal term because it's been some time. I don't do financial though. But what happens if you don't pay the loan? I think the bank encloses your property, right? I can't remember the word.
It matters what kind of loan it is.
Foreclosures your property, right?
Yeah. If you fail to pay back your house.
Yeah, that's what the judge did in favor of the bank, and that was the current judge's mother, Judge Kavanaugh's mother, who did that against that woman's family or that lady's family. I think there is a conflict of interest there. So there is a clear conflict of interest.
There very well could be. I don't know.
No, there is actually a conflict of interest, and
as I said, I hadn't even heard about that.
The only media that brought that out was Fox News and certain small, paper outlets I was reading, which is very sad actually. When CNN or when other news outlets don't cover both facts, instead portray him as a rapist. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
it's very.
The thing is, unfortunately for Fox, they've had a thing where they've become a propaganda outlet for one party, and then CNN has become a propaganda for the other side. And they're each selectively choosing the news to present, and then sometimes it finds out whichever one propped up the propaganda may not have actually been the truth, and it's really difficult to discover what is the truth.
Yeah, but I actually believe that story more because there's actually other outlets that talk about it, but CNN doesn't talk about it.
As I said, CNN and Fox have become propaganda machines.
Yeah, but under Pew Research, there's actually a Pew Research talking about what news is fair. Did you know that CNN talks about 90% for the left, and Fox News talks about 46% left and 58% right? Sorry, 4% right? So it's actually more fair and balanced than...
I've seen some of Fox's programs. I've had to turn it off. Because it was too extreme for me.
Sometimes they were too extreme to a certain degree.
I feel both of them have become propaganda machines. I don't know, really, to be honest with you. I have to be honest with you. When I read any news article, when I read anything, I take it with the most lightest grain of salt. I'm like, well, which propaganda machine did this come from? And I have no idea.
It's kind of interesting to talk in politics on an E-Part radio show.
I know, but you know what? This is a political game. So, real-life politics. I'm trying to come at it from a more balanced perspective. I'm not trying to, suggest that one person's wrong or another person's wrong. I'm actually trying to present this that there's a lot of moving parts, right?
Yeah, I was trying to present it because a viewpoint that people don't see what's going on. That's what I was trying to show. I was not saying Fox News is right, CNN is wrong. I wasn't portraying that. I'm actually trying to portray more of a logical approach on how do we look at things. I think that's what you can get from it, right, DK? I hope so.
I am. I'll go yay and let us move on from that. I will say though, I have been deeply concerned on how much people seem to care more about politics than they used to.
Not quite. I think people are becoming. Mob justice is going to be used. Vigilante justice is going to be used because.
To be honest with you, like politics was a boring concept at one point. Like we only talked politics near elections, and then whatever the government did, there might be mild criticism of. Like, the government's not being transparent enough. The government should be more transparent. And that would be the politics for, like, that month, I'm not used to politics engaging in our everyday lives. That's a little new to me, to be honest with you. I'm not used to hearing about my candidate unless they did something stupid. Or they set something on fire, or a video of them being naked, running around drunk.
Wait, what?
That's usually the only time I've heard of a political candidate on the news. And so now it's turned into politics 24/7, even if you don't want it. And it's like, when did politics become the hot issue everyone cared about? It's kind of
I think after Trump. I think it's after Trump everyone cared about.
Well, no, I think during Obama's... I think actually maybe Bush...
It was not as bad.
I think Bush Jr., like, things started to get really aggressive.
Yeah, but it was not as bad as what we see now.
I'll be honest with you, there were physical protests asking for soldiers to be killed in my country. There were people who had these signs that say, God bless, EDEs or whatever those were. Those explosive devices. As I said...
IDE.
Yeah, IDE. And I'm like, holy crap, are you broken? Those are, our boys. Those are our girls. You don't wish that upon anyone.
Yeah.
So I very much believe that, like, things started getting a little bit more ridiculous during Bush Jr.'s era, and every day after that it got more extreme and more extreme and more extreme. And then through Obama's presidency, it got even worse and worse. And now through Trump's, it's at some weird boiling point. I don't understand why necessarily. We have people we have some people who I've read some of the articles and I go, man, this is really weird. Like, you spend 90% of the article saying something bad about a decision that was made, and then, like, the very end, you explain why the person made that decision, but don't, like, interview anyone else. So it's like, you hide the reasons for things at the very bottom, hoping that no one reads it. And to me, I'm gonna throw out a flag. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Catch my flag, Aerith. Supergirl.
I missed it. I'm too clumsy, I missed it.
Supergirl, the TV show, actually had several episodes in which the journalist Supergirl got yelled at by the editor for not being impartial, for not finding the true story and sharing all sides and being a proper journalist.
Yeah.
And she got fired in the show.
I don't watch Supergirl, man. Supergirl is...
I know, but I'm saying, like, even in there... Just even in there, the idea of the editor pushing for the truth.
For the fans.
And making sure to cover all sides and not prejudging anyone. In fact, she tried to write an article about how horrible Luthor's daughter was, without talking to Luthor's daughter. She prejudged.
That's actually terrible.
And the editor just threw that away. So she went and talked with him, and talked with Luthor's daughter. Came back. Editor tossed out her article again. because she decided to twist every single word. She was putting words in Luther Daughter's mouth, and it was discovered that she was prejudicing against Luther's daughter because she was a Luther. And then once she actually got to meet her, she was actually a good guy. But because she was so prejudiced against her, she wasn't seeing it.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting fact. I think we'll just move on from...
I just thought about talking about, that neutral perspective, that idea that has gone really lost in the news lately.
Yeah, you're right. So we'll just we'll just take the mantle.
Oh my gosh, I took 20 minutes to go on some rant, didn't I? So guys...
You did.
It's time for some...
You went on a huge rant, man. No, it's not time. No.
Yeah, it's 9:20. It's 9:20. We have to play a song.
It should be 10 minutes from now. So no song until 10 minutes.
Well, then we can only play 2 songs then.
No.
Yeah.
Anyways, please stop it.
I'm sorry, I'm just messing with Aaron.
Yeah, let's do news quickly. What's going on in E-Revolution? I think DK can open that.
I already have it.
Yes.
I was going to check to see if anyone's actually watching this episode.
There's none. Only me.
Okay.
Sadness. But no.
Alright, let's go.
We're doing it for the votes. That's what we do it for.
We do it for... so why don't we read the admin news? Let's start with the admin news. I think that sounds most interesting.
That sounds more important and interesting. Yes.
Admin news! Aerith. Can you give me the will to continue to live?
By the power!
29th of September.
Oh. I was gonna say...
That's not how you do dates! You damn Europeans! I'm sorry.
It doesn't affect me at all. What would affect me is if I see the day the other way around, and then I would say, damn Americans can't write their damn dates properly. That's what would affect me.
You know what's funny? Do you know... I'm going to tell a funny joke, ready? Okay. Do you know how we... At the company I work at, you know how we do backups? You know how we set up the dates?
I would like to, if it's relevant.
We do it year? Right? Year, month, day. So that's a completely different system that I also have to get around.
Yeah, I'm not used to that system. That's actually a very weird system. Maybe it's good for organizing.
It actually does make sense for when you're doing large amounts of backups so that you can easily see which year it's from, because you totally want them organized by year, if you think about it.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't want to look at the previous year. So it makes sense. It's perfectly rational, and that's how I can continue using it. But this admin news thing, I don't know. Like, immediately my mind is like, the 29th month. What is the 29th month, Aerith? Tell me what the 29th month is. When did we move on to a new calendar system? When has 29th month been a day? When? What month are we on? We're on the 29th. Well, that must be... Let's see. 12 times 2 is 24. So that would be December, January, February. So I'm going to assume we're on March, September the 2018, day 993. You see how that works?
That's a bit of a weird rant you went on. Just put it.
I very much... Well, the thing is, unfortunately for you, I slept today.
Oh.
Fear this, Aaron. Fear this. I slept today. I'm not letting anything go. I'm going to get angry about everything. I'm going to practice being an angry American, angry at everything, and all the change in the universe, and why my imaginary stock profile hasn't improved. And it's obviously because someone shot a butterfly accidentally with a rifle cannon. Moving on! Dear players, First of all, we apologize for our technical issues which caused problems in-game and your tactics. We fixed that, and we hope that it won't happen again. Thank you for your understanding and patience. Also, tonguing and feathering several of the administrators was was quite funny, but let's not go that way again. Yes, okay. Over the past several months, we listened to your advice for improvements of our game, and we talked with some of you about the ideas that we found interesting, aka the ones we found that would be easy to implement, and cause the most least amount of downtime, horrible expenses, and things that would piss everyone off. If you have more ideas, feel free to share it with us on mail or by ticket. Now we announce you a big update and some surprises that will come on day 1000. In short term, we'll be making new updates to military unit tournaments. Sadness. Changing resources on map, training ground for beginners, new weapon company, aircraft, new equipment set, opening new server, Eve Revolution 2, and searching for new moderators.
I think all the moderators are all kind of drying up and dying. So if you're searching up for new moderators, I don't think you'll get any fresh recruits. Good luck, though.
Military unit tournaments. All military units will have options to participate in the tournament. The tournament begins on Saturday, the 6th of October.
Oh, okay.
And conclude on Sunday, the 13th of October. Rewards will be awarded to the top 10 military units and the top 10 soldiers when the event concludes. Top 10 military units will also receive a gold mine when event is finished. A gold mine, you say?
Can't be interested.
Rank is achieved by doing damage in battle for your military unit. Players will not be able to change or leave military unit from Monday, the 11th of October, till Monday, the 22nd of October. Players who are not in a military unit will still be able to join a military unit until tournament starts and have a chance to participate in the tournament. Also, changing resources on the map. Grain, deer, fish, cattle, fruits, iron, sulfur, saltpeter, oil, rubber, sand, clay, wood, limestone, granite, steel, copper, titanium, aluminum, uranium. A lot of you demanded to change resources on the map, so we decided to do it. We decided to decrease the number of rare resources, examples of old and new resources. One grain. There used to be 37, now there will be 30. Deer will now become super rare from the old 6 to 4. Fish will be reduced from 43 to 14. Cattle will be reduced from 47 to 40. Fruits shall be reduced from 25 to 60. Okay. Increased, apparently, in that particular case. There's going to be more fruit, which makes sense.
That's kind of very interesting. Yeah, it makes sense.
Iron's going to go from 39 to 60. Sulfur is going to go from 36 to 40. Saltpeter is going to go from 25 to 30. Oil is going to go from 33 to 13. So oil is going to be a lot more dear. Rubber, which is now a rare resource, is going to go from 5 to 6. There's going to be more of it. Sand is going to go from 33 to 60. Clay is going to go from 44 to 40. Wood is going to go from 45 to 30. Limestone is going to be 23 to 13. Granite will be 5 to 6. Steel will be 47 to 60. Copper 35 to 40. Titanium 39 to 30. Aluminum 22 to 14. Uranium, which will be rare, will go from 6 to 4. We'll try to make it as hard as possible for you to collect all bonuses, so we spread it around the E-world. Let a war for new bonuses begin. We won't change the number of regions, add new countries, nor delete some countries.
I wish they added new regions for the US, so that we can call it US.
Training ground for beginners. We discussed a lot about with you guys, and we didn't find a solution that wouldn't fulfill us and you. We chose to rise up the amount of strength and intelligence which are given to players, and period which they will be active. It wouldn't be fair that we give that some of you strength intelligence when they register or buy some extra missions. So with this change, we hope you will be satisfied. We've added the Beginner's Academy, which anyone who has less than 20,000 IQ will receive 60 IQ points daily until they reach 20,000. Beginner Camp. People who have less than 23k strength will receive 60 strength points daily until they reach 23k. Players between 23 and 25 strength will receive 50 points daily until they reach 25,000. New weapon company, Aircraft. We're introducing you a new company which will produce new product, Aircraft Company. To rise up Aircraft Company, you need to have Quality 5 Helicopter Company and Quality 5 Warship Company. If you want to produce aircraft and company on pair days, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you need to use weapon raw materials. On unpaired pair days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, you use ship raw materials. Number of products produced in Aircraft Company is the same as Helicopter Warship Company. Company bonus for this weapon plus ship. So basically you need to have both bonuses, weapon and ship, to have full production. For example, if Cuba has 40% bonus for weapons and 80% bonus for naval, that means that citizens of Cuba will have a 40% bonus production in company. This company cannot be sold on company market. Aircraft is weapon which will be able to hit land and naval units. This new product will have some damage bonus for fight in land and naval. New equipment set, leather set, military set. We're introducing new equipment sets. Okay. I would read this chart, but this is way too many things to read, so we'll just move on. Let's just say that they have amazing bonuses, and you should totally put them all over your body, equip the leather whips, and make sure to whip your subjects, or have your mistress whip you. Moving on. The in-game store lets you buy new equipment or change old part of equipment, quality 5 for new part of equipment. But quality 3, for example, if you have... Okay, let's just move on from about the leather and whips. Opening new server, eRevolution 2. Dear players, we're introducing a new server, eRevolution 2. It will be opened on day 1000. On the same day, we will be present new updates which were prepared for you. We put lots of time and effort creating this server, collecting advice and ideas from our players. All that in purpose to improve our game and make you happier. We won't reveal whole gameplay, but there are some of the changes. Equipment will be removed. There won't be naval regions, and naval companies and weapons are removed. Intelligence attribute is removed. World map will be changed, and number of region is decreased. Decreased number of companies and number of companies that each player can have. Graphical changes, and much, much more. So, like, 75% of that was less features. You shouldn't have mentioned that. I do respect you for mentioning it, because you want to be honest with us, but you probably should have been less honest with us.
Well, DK, I don't know what's going to happen in eRevolution, but I really wish they can reset the server and give us USA back. Give us independence! Give us freedom!
We are, because they're going to make... Basically, they're releasing another server that's going to be fresh. But it's going to have different rules.
Oh, okay.
So, that's what eRevolution 2 is. That's another server. It's going to be a fresh server.
It's like a whole new server than the server that we're on.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they're going to be running both servers side by side.
That's going to be really interesting.
The new server is going to have different rules. It's going to have less regions and different graphics and things that they're not going to tell us about. And they remove certain features from eRevolution 1 from this game.
Oh, yeah. I think the reason is, I think they should say what are the features that eRevolution 2 is going to have. I think that would be the better question. Whatever new, extreme features that eRevolution will be going on. That's what I think. What do you think, DK?
I think that they just basically said, we're removing half the features from our previous game. guess what you're going to get? And I'm like, well, I appreciate you letting me know this, that this is going to be very much a different scaled game. Why?
I don't think there was no need. I think it might cause server instability.
Well, this is going to be a separate server, right? So it's not going to cause stability issues. But I wonder why they're doing it.
No idea.
I think they want to explore some gameplay features that they're worried might destroy the original game. Because they also mentioned they're removing equipment from the game. Naval regions won't exist. Naval companies and weapons are removed. So what exactly is going on there? The intelligence attribute is removed, so no naval combat whatsoever.
Then they should call it what they call not E-Revolution 2, E-Revolution Public Server Test or something.
Well, I believe they want to go a different route with this game, and they apparently the gameplay is different enough that they weren't going to even tell us how the game is different until much later. They want to surprise us. But they surprised us by initially telling us that half the features in the other game are no longer part of this one. So that is not how usually you want to describe a new gift you're going to surprise someone with. Right?
Well,
like someone shaking the package and said, "Don't worry, it's 2/3 the worth of your previous present from last year."
That's what I was going to say. Well, Jimmy, your present will contain less than what you got last year. Good luck, have fun.
But secretly, it could have more things than the regular game. It may have a completely new mechanics. We don't know. They only told us what it doesn't have. And that's usually not a really good way. They did mention that the graphics have been improved. The only thing I deeply worry about is that it is secretly E-Republic 2.0. That turned into that horrible Flash game.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Because they did say new graphics.
Yeah, it could be. I hope they're not copying that, but could be. We don't know.
Searching for new moderators. Once again, we're looking for new moderators to apply. Oh, that's not... You should never start the searching for new moderators. Once again, we're looking for new ones.
Well, maybe I should apply as a moderator, right, DK? I could say Erev Part Radio host experience. I think I should apply for moderator just for the lulz, right?
You might be able to make it too. Age above 20 years old.
Oh, I am. Fortunately.
Must be available at least 3 to 4 hours a day. Must be active as much as possible. Those things are two separate ideologies. How is being active as much as possible and must be available at least 3 to 4 hours a day? Why are those seem to be counter arguments? Right? That don't quite share the same unless they're saying, well, no. If you said 3 to 4 hours a day and then said must be as active as possible, those are counter arguments. Those are completely separate requirements that mean the same thing. They're targeting different playtimes, and that's a little weird. That sounds like grounds to fire you with, I think. Because they can say, well, you weren't active very much, we'll have to fire you. Good English knowledge. Yes, you should have good English knowledge. Not being able to speak English or type English. You must have English knowledge. You don't have to have the actual skill to speak or text in English. You just have to have knowledge of English.
I think they've been lenient, man.
What is good English knowledge?
Defined by good English knowledge, DK. They've been lenient. Like, whatever goes. It's English.
I once studied about how the Grand English Army destroyed the Spanish fleet. I don't think that's how that worked. Yes, it is. Yes, the Grand English Fleet sailed to India and destroyed the secret Spanish Inquisition Indian fleet that was powered by elephants.
What? What type of madness is this? When did Spanish elephants... when did India ever got Spanish troops? Now I'm still questioning reality now.
Well, like, this is English knowledge, right?
There's some hocus pocus there, but okay.
The Queen has an amazing crown. Yes, and there's a Big Ben in London. I have good English knowledge.
Oh, that English knowledge.
I mean, what does English knowledge mean? Because that is not skill, right? Skill is not knowledge. You can share knowledge. You cannot share skill. Like, you could teach someone the knowledge of it. You can show someone a skill, but someone generally has to develop that skill. They have to train at it. They have to practice, right? Very much
I think they should just...
like the law. Like you... Or being a doctor. You know, there's a certain level of practice that has to be applied to that. You just don't suddenly become doctor.
I think they should just call it, do you have good English language skill? I think that's what they should have said. Oh,
skill.
Can you...
Skill would have been more appropriate. But knowledge.
Yeah.
I have all the English knowledge in my head. Ah!
I think DK is English genius here.
Yes, of course. I might be BSing you on all of like things that happened in England, like.
Yeah, I don't think
when you say English knowledge, you're not specifying American or England.
Oh yeah, you're right. Anyway, just move on from that.
The next requirement is you must be without a ban.
I don't have a ban. I think this chat ban will apply.
Just says must be without ban. Now, these are the questions you're going to be asked for the interview. Do you have experience with moderating in any game? Are you a quick learner? Have you been banned in eRevolution?
No.
Please note the requirement says that you must be without a ban, and then later they ask if you've been banned in eRevolution.
I think that's a question that says you're fired. Sorry, we are not going to take you. You have been banned. However, try again next time.
Do you have a job?
Wait,
do you have access to a computer at least 3 to 4 hours per day? Do you play the game via a mobile or computer? Are you active in Skype? What is the reason which made you send us an application for moderator position? Because I want that sexy moderator money, man! What do you believe you can actually contribute to our moderator team? Describe your character. Send your applications to our email at erevolutiongame@gmail.com. By the way, apparently we're not a big enough company to afford our own email server. Because we're using Gmail.
Oh.
Which is usually a sign of something else. But I am sorry. I'm sorry. I should shut up.
Yeah,
okay.
I think
we wish you guys good luck and lots of fun playing our game. And here's what the comments say about this new update. Pandra Bratu Rover.
Oh, that guy.
Okay. And then someone says, Piring. I just got back. Now I have to go again. eRev 2? Did this game is a success? Now I feel sad for all those a-holes who thought there will be some improvement. The above article is a declaration of defeat. Whoever wrote this article can commit a suicide. No. It's commit a murder or commit suicide, not commit a suicide. I have to be honest, you cannot be a moderator. You don't have great English knowledge.
You're terrible, Dicky.
I'm sorry, the way they wrote that. It's like, did you read the article? You might want to put in your other eyeballs. I don't believe it's a declaration of defeat. In fact, it's a declaration of growth because they're going to run multiple servers now.
And two different way. Bit less features one server will have.
So here is from Beauregard. Where is table for aircraft damage? I'm sorry, you aren't worthy of it. Moving on. Hero Civ says, I think the new equipment set is useless because the old one won't be used anymore. What?
Oh, okay. What?
You also lack English knowledge. Sir, goodbye. Solar.
You're terrible.
Solar says,
oh, God.
Griffins! I'm sorry, you're playing the wrong game, Solar. Let's move on. Mike says, sound a Yeri server. Those aren't words. You also failed English knowledge. Moving on. Rontau. Evolution 2. E-Revolution 2, sorry. So, there will be more updates for E-Revolution? Well, you're not going to see me spending any more money on this game. Fair enough. Diebeck says, OMG, sad face. Surgeon M says, Swaka Cast! Samo. Napred. Napred indeed. Moving on.
I think he lacks English knowledge.
Training grounds for beginners. Okay, sure, could help military unit tournaments. Kind of making the rich and strong richer and stronger. New units don't stand a chance. But sure, okay with it. Resource change, sure. New equipment and weapons, why not? How am I supposed to afford a Q5 bombing company? Sell my house? New moderators? Sure, we need them. New server? Who exactly wanted that? Fair enough. That is a good assessment of your beliefs on this update. Very good for making a good set of statements. You, sir, Bokoff, have English knowledge. Moving on.
Yes. Oh wow. Is E-Party Radio becoming like... Sorry, is E-Party Radio becoming like some sort of an English testing center?
This may be the new meme. Sorry. Finn Golfin says, am I the only one that can't see the table damage for the new aircraft? Well, Finger Golfin, the fact is that I is capitalized. Also, you put an apostrophe between N and T. You lack English knowledge. You cannot be a moderator. Moving on. Kuka says, nope. I'm not sure what nope is. I've never seen that word before. No up being combined together. I don't know. That may be beyond my knowledge of English knowledge.
I think his English knowledge is...
Boskov says, balls! Balls! I'm like, okay. Do you need help? Do you need bowls? He's also laughing about it, so maybe he doesn't. Dre Sanu says, rest in peace. Fair enough. Mojo says, where are the discounts? Question mark, 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 question mark.
I think there won't be discounts. And you've used too many question marks.
Mojo, this article wasn't about discounts. When the article is about discounts, it will mention that it's about discounts. So, not yet. Moving on.
DK, shall we just... how many comments are there, by the way?
There's quite a lot.
I don't think we had...
I love this next one from Solar. Effing Emger Mages, which we can't see. I believe I'm going... Oh, sorry. Effing Imager mages, which we can't see. Solar, you're playing the wrong game. Right? Right? Imager mages are not a part of this game, last I checked. Is magic... I think Imager... I think Solar has failed the English knowledge because he's apparently playing the wrong game.
Oh
Nuno Gomez says Skype is poop. Why not Discord or Slack? Because no one uses Slack. Moving on. One last one. One last one. From Capico Periguan. I have read in Discord most of these changes being proposed by players, for good or bad. So at least we can't put all the bad ideas on the admin. I like the idea about shuffling and reducing the resources. Should keep wars open. MU tournament, unless there are good prizes announced up front. Beginner training, meh. New people don't come a lot, but really doesn't affect the rest. Dude, it affects me, so you're wrong. New company? Sounds interesting, although there currently is a large shortage of weapons, so it might take a peace period for it to boom. Change of equipment? Blah. Almost no one will be able to achieve those with the current pink stone drop rate, so it shouldn't affect the rest of us. New server. Some players asked for it, but I think it's a bad idea. Out of all the people that are really active here, play 2+ hours a day, the majority did not want and won't migrate over. So you're splitting your player base with the inactive ones going to the new server and the rest of us staying here with less players. I think you've missed the point. Is I think they want you to play on both of them. See, because there's only so much game you can play, right? I think Eric's can agree. There's only so much you could do in eRev in a day. In fact, for most people, it's 3 things and you're done.
Well, you're right, actually.
So having another game to play alongside it, isn't that actually that bad?
Yeah, but it usually works for 2 clickers mostly, and for people who wants to dedicate to one server.
But the other thing is that this game may be very different from eRevolution. We don't know yet.
We don't. And also, speaking about we have to go for 3 songs, DK. I think we have overdue the last commercial break, and I'm going to put my foot down.
Unfortunately,
I'm going to put my foot down.
I have to put my foot down as well and say we were supposed to play a song 10 minutes ago, and you refused.
Well, I'm going to put my foot down and let's play a song. Or otherwise, I will come to Texas, and I will sue the living crap out of you. I'm joking. I'm going to sue them for mental torture and depriving me of music.
But no one likes music. I just messing with you. Very well. I will find us a... did you have a particular song you wanted to hear?
No, I thought you had one.
No, I'm going to play one. I just wanted to make sure you didn't have something in mind.
No, I don't. Alright, go ahead.
Alright, this is going to be the Jabberwocky, performed by Uratari.
Sounds exotic. Let's play it.
Twas brillig and the slithy doves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. Oh, Memsey were the borogoves and the mulmraths out grape. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the jube bird, a shun of Rumia's bandersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand. Long time the Mangsung foe he sought, so rested he by the tum-tum tree, stood a while in thought. And as no fish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffling through the tall Yew wood, and purpled as it came.
And that was the Jabberwocky, which is kind of a retelling of the story of Alice in Wonderland fighting the Jabberwocky beast.
Hello, my mic is working, right?
Yes. Whoever said that.
Good. What? It's your host, anyways. Anyways.
I thought it was the voices again.
Oh, it could be. If you're a vampire. If you're a Montavian. Maybe.
It's always the voices.
Yeah.
Jackie, you have to kill them all. Jackie! Oh, sorry. That's
wow.
The character from The Darkness. His name was Jackie.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know that actually. I haven't played The Darkness actually. I have seen the gameplay, but it looks cool. It's a very cool game.
So I guess we should start covering some more news.
We're almost at our time limit.
Oh my gosh! Never mind. We're not. You know what? We were so thorough with the news and covering the important things that I guess we should just play more music, huh?
Yeah, I guess so as well. We'll play one more music, or how many more music we can play? We'll play one more music and then the lights will shatter.
Alright.
I think.
So we're going to play the opening song from Phantasy Star Universe, Save This World. And by the way, guys, don't ever say that the Earth is too big.
Huh? Okay. If you say so.
Said we are lost again in this lonely world. I say we can start again. We're on the same ship. It's called Starship Earth. It is not too late. It's our home, so don't say that it's fake. We must not give up to build our future on our dreams. We will never lie down and die, but we'll find a way to survive. We all have somebody we love. We know that's why we're here. We battle for freedom. It is a battle against the dark. I have my dreams. You know I'm not afraid of bleeding. It is the time. We battle for tomorrow. It is a battle against time. And we can do miracles. So take my hand. We need to save this world. It was a hard time, so many tears, it's all not for nothing. To give up is not a choice, it's a fight we have to win. I cannot live without faith, even if I am faced with death. We all have somebody we love, we know that's why we're here. We battle for freedom. It is a battle against the dark. We all have dreams, and each of them is to be realized. It is the time. We battle for tomorrow. It is a battle against time. Too many tears have been shed, but don't say fear. We need to save this We will never lie down and die, but we'll find a way to survive. We all have somebody we love. We know that's why we're here. We battle for freedom. It is a battle against the dark. I have my dreams. You know I'm not afraid of bleeding. It is the time. We battle for tomorrow. It is a battle against time, and we can do miracles. So take my hand. We need to save this
And that was Save This World from Phantasy Star Online. Actually, Phantasy Star Universe. Which was released on the PlayStation 2 and PC. It continued...
That's
Yeah.
yeah. That sounds like an interesting song. That's actually a lovely song. Thanks for sharing that, DK.
I like the particular segment, like, that we're all on the same ship. Starship.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know, some of that's really odd, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I like that song. I used to listen to it a lot.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I know what
So,
songs
I'm
I
actually
listen
tired.
to. To spread deception.
No, I was about to say something else, but then I got a bit tired and I just took a long pause. I was like saying, hopefully I'll be hosting the show next week.
He
Once
probably
my
won't.
computer is repaired. No!
I went to the future, took my DeLorean.
You went in the future and you saw that.
I saw only sadness. Anyway, so I guess I'll play a last song while we do our goodbyes. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it sounds interesting. Yeah, we'll do that then.
So we'll play some Lost Battalion. So guys, it's time for us to make our stand, put the flag in the ground, and say, it's that time again.
It's that sad, sad time again. But fear not. We'll be here same time, same day, same channel, same life, and same universe. Until then, see you guys on the next time show.
And you guys, you're always loved. We love and appreciate you. Thank you for coming. All the happiness to you. I hope you know anytime we mess with people with their spelling, it's out of humor, and we don't intend to actually insult their intelligence, because intelligent people like me, Aerith, and other people make mistakes all the time. It's only funny just to point it out. So I hope you understand that is only for humor, and we're not in any way suggesting that people do not contain the English knowledge. Because deep down, we know everyone has the English knowledge. It's some factorium of some sorts. Well, guys, take care.
Take care and goodbye. And then we'll play our last song of
Well,
the
we're
day.
playing it already.
Sorry, not of the day, of the night. Oh, we are?
Yeah, I'm playing it like...
Oh, okay, never
The
mind.
song, it's what I did last week, where the last song played us out. Well, guys, take care, and remember, plant your flag somewhere and declare it yours. Bye.